like, I am feeling so grateful right now, and I wanted to give this energy to you guys because what the fuck? Literally, life is so good. And if you don't feel that way right now, trust me, you will. And it's not even just about perspective, baby. It's about doing it even when your perspective is fucked up. Like, even when your perspective is fucked up, you gotta do the thing that you want to do anyways. Even when you think that shit not gonna work, what the fuck? Fuck this, fuck that. No, baby, you gotta do it broke, bored, angry, mad, sad, like devastated, heartbroken. You gotta do it anyways, because you will be surprised at what you can achieve when times are tough, when you are on your last straw, when you think that you are about to jump over the edge and you think you're about to kill yourself. That is when the breakthrough is, because our bodies are designed to survive. Our minds, bro, our minds are capable of so many things that we don't give ourselves credit for. Literally, like, think about it. If all of us collectively as citizens came together to overthrow the government, don't you think we could overthrow the government? So you're telling me that all the thoughts in your head, all that will and all that power that you have can't overthrow that one negative voice that is overpowering you at the moment? It's like the government and citizens. The citizens are the good people, the government is bad, right? Like, same thing in your head. The government is controlling it, which they do. That's a video for a different time though. But like, you gotta do it broke, you gotta do it sad, you gotta do it angry, you gotta do it mad, you gotta do it without anything to show for it. You gotta do it without any resources, do it without a car, do it without food, do it without nothing, do it without a partner, do it without friends, because like, our brains are literally hardwired and set up to help us survive, to help us succeed without us, we realize it or not. Like, if you really think about it, all those bad times that you went through when you were younger, you thought you wouldn't survive, but you did. Why? Because your brain came up with ways to survive and to thrive in that moment and to come out on top. Because that's why you're still here. That's why you're watching this, right? Like, if it wasn't for that, you would be dead, right? If you really, really couldn't do it anymore, you would be fucking dead. You literally would. You would have died of like a heart attack or something. Like, you would have had a heart attack. There's people that die from heart attacks because they truly physically cannot do it anymore. They can't do it anymore, but you can. So I came on here to tell you guys that you can still do it, because the results will start to come when you do it, even when you think you can't do it anymore. And I know everyone is always like, oh my God, like, push to failure. Like, oh my God, like, failing means you're winning. And yeah, of course, sure, yeah. But I'm trying to give you guys a new perspective, because I never thought about it until like this. Literally, our ancestors came up with nothing. The ancestors didn't even know how to warm themselves in the winter. And how did they do that? Because they came up with a way to make fire. They discovered fire because they knew they had to survive. They knew without fire, they could not live on. They knew they would keep dying young. They knew that they would keep freezing to death. They knew that they would not be able to cook food and stop getting diseases from raw food. They knew they had to find a way, so they found a way. How have humans survived this long? How have humans survived this long? Because of our survival instincts, because of how smart we are, how smart you are. You need to create that fire in you. The fire that our ancestors created is still in you. That shit's still in you. You need to create it for yourself. Because when you start creating it for yourself, when you start to do things, even when you think that you don't have anything to do it with, that's when those resources will start showing up. That's when that fire will start coming up that you didn't even know you could create, that you didn't even know was there. Like, they didn't know they were creating fire. They just did it. They just did it, and it happened. And like, I know it's easier said than done, and you can get inspired by this for like 5 seconds and be like, oh, okay, she's right, and then like never do anything about it again, and like, that's cool and all. But the truth of it remains that historically, scientifically, in general, typically, you are naturally designed to succeed even in moments where you feel like you don't have anything. How do you think people who move out or who are homeless stop being homeless? Or how do you think people that came from nothing end up with something, or end up with so much more than they ever began with? Because they took that leap of faith. They acted out of love for themselves. They acted out of this desire that they knew that their life could be more. Like, when you act in fear, that's when you are going to attract the fear things towards you, because your brain is not thinking anymore. Your brain is on shutdown mode. It's on flight mode. And it's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So your brain's not going to think about things to help you survive. It's not going to think of new ways to thrive. But when you start acting out of love for yourself, and you take that leap, and you start acting out of a place of hope, that's when, because hope is so powerful, and that trust that you put in yourself, when you gamble on yourself, you are going to surprise yourself in ways that you never thought possible. Trust me. Trust me. I say this from experience because I moved out of my house with $100 to show. Not even. Actually, I think it was like $50, right? I moved out. But I was determined. I said I was going to move out by May to go to university. I said, I don't give a frick that I haven't had a stable job for the past couple of months. I don't give a damn that I don't have a savings built up. I do not give a damn about any of that. My goal is to go to university and get a higher education so that I eventually can have all those resources that I wish I had right now. But how am I going to get there if I don't even take the step to make the steps to get there? Like, and bro, I took that leap. I started discovering resources. The school has so many resources for free groceries for students. There's so much financial aid that can help students who are in distress and in need. I literally, randomly, a lady called me up the other day and was like, hey, do you do babysitting? I'm like, yes. She's like, I saw your ad on Facebook from like forever ago. Can you take care of my kids tonight? I'll pay you $100 for like 2 hours. And I'm like, and like all of these resources and all of these stuff started appearing before me. And it's like, bro, the resources are there. The universe will provide for you indefinitely, always. The universe will not fail you. Even when it feels like it is not. You need to pull yourself out of that. Put yourself in a situation that you think the universe will fail you, and it will just prove you time and time again that it does not. It will show up for you in the times that you feel like you are failing the most because you put your hope and trust in it. You put your trust in the process, and the process delivered. Amen. Like, that's what I have to say for you guys. And I sincerely am praying right now, and I hope that all of you guys can feel my light, love, and energy, and you guys can take this with you and embark with it on your journey, and that you get the necessary resources that you need in order to thrive and succeed and to continue to make ends meet so that you can continue to pursue your dreams. I pray that all of you get that. I pray, and you will. I believe it. I spread it. I empower it for you guys. So thank you so much for watching me today. I love you guys so much. I am going to try to go see the sunrise because it's setting. I mean, I'm watching the sunrise. I'm right in front of the park and walk. Like, it kind of set it already, but it's really beautiful. And yeah, hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe. Don't do crazy stuff. And if you do crazy stuff, make sure this crazy stuff gets you somewhere. Gets you money. Gets you good things. I'm just kidding. Don't do anything weird. Anyways, okay. Bye. Love you guys so much. Bye.